Hi Tappers, I'm super excited about the video today because I feel very passionate about this subject. Today I want to share with you why failure does not exist. So if you think about it, anytime that you have failed something, what is it that happened? I'm willing to bet that it was a judgment. And it was either something that you or another person placed on you, but a judgment during what? What was happening when that judgment was placed on you? I'm betting you were either in the process of learning or in the process of making a different choice from what you currently had been doing. So have you ever been learning something and you weren't quite getting it right away, but you didn't call yourself a failure and you allowed yourself to just be learning? Well, why is that? How was that different from the time that you decided, well, this is embarrassing, this is shameful, I'm failing, I should just quit, I'm a failure, I'm a whatever, fill in the blank. I'm not going to throw yucky words at you. What we call failing is actually an emotional response, and typically what that emotional response is, not good enough. So when we feel not good enough, when we start to have that judgment on ourselves, we have that judgment on ourselves that the way that we're learning, the way that we're choosing, we don't have confidence in, or we want to have more support in it than we're finding outwardly. And therefore we decide, oh, I must not be good enough to have this confidence. I must not be good enough to receive this acceptance. Therefore, I'm failing. If we look at the definition of failure, how it's actually defined is no success and no action. So I went further on this and I said, okay, so then what is the definition of success? The definition of success then is accomplishment, meaning completion, to a good or a bad outcome. I went one step further. What is the definition of action then? And it's by definition doing something. So as long as, Tappers, you are in a situation where you are doing something that brings you to a good or a bad outcome, you by definition cannot be failing. And the only way that you decide that is by removing that pass fail that you have in your brain of this is where it's okay, this is where it's not okay. This is where it's okay for me to be learning and making mistakes, working on getting that completion, right? Learning, changing my mind, figuring out where I want to be, all of that's okay. It's not okay. I should be doing better than this. I can't believe I'm still working on this. Everybody else is done with this. I'm the only one that's still struggling here. I'm failing. Right? So failure then isn't a pass-fail along a system of learning. It's an emotional decision that you're making internally, which is great news because it's something that you can tap on. So Tappers, if you find that this is a big struggle in your life, I hope that this has been a wonderful insight for you. And if you're wanting further instruction on how to tap on it, let me know and I'll do a video on that too. Mwah! I'll see you soon.